Wow. Wow. I'm here with Rock and Roll Over. Rock and Roll Over, of course, is a Kiss tribute band, and a very unique one at that. Why? They play songs from all eras, sans makeup. They don't look too bad without makeup either. Let's get their names. Who's who and what's what. Sir?
Steve Foerst, drums.
Steve Campagna, bass.
Fran Galanti, guitar.
All right. They just played an amazing set here at the Livin' in Sin thing. And, you know, I got to say, gentlemen, loving the obscure tunes. And, you know, so how is it going and dissecting something like the song Livin' in Sin? How was that live?
It was a blast to play, and what I really enjoy about it is, you know, I've never seen anybody play it live, not even Kiss, you know, so it's really cool to be able to just get that stuff out there, you know. It's almost like being an original band a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, well, it was an obvious choice to do that song for today, obviously, because of the name of the event. But to sit down and dissect it and to learn it, for that kind of stuff, for me, it's just a lot of fun to do. Love to do that kind of stuff.
It keeps things fresh, too, because, you know, I'm sure Kiss and also other tribute bands are tired of playing some of the songs, and the fact that we can play stuff that they don't play, it really keeps it new and exciting for us.
Yeah, now you guys obviously, there's a lot, since you're covering a lot of different eras and a lot of different materials and a lot of different members, I have to ask you, and actually I'm going to ask you first with a compliment. You played at least 45% like Peter Criss, and to me that's 45% more than a lot of other Kiss drummers out there. So, dude, hats off. If I had a hat, I'd take it off. But, yeah, so anyway, where are you coming from, seriously, as a musician, when you try to, you know, match up all this stuff? You know, when you play, do you think, hey, I'm playing like Peter, or I'm playing like Eric Singer, or, you know, where are you coming from?
Well, you know what? You can never be somebody else, you know what I mean? But if you can just get the flavor, you know what I mean? If you can just get the feel and the flavor as far as drums go,
I agree.
you know, you're doing your job, you know, and I just feel like I do my job by just getting the point that the original drummer was trying to make. If I can get that across in my own version of the song, then I feel like I did my job.
What's one of the tunes you just love playing?
It's so hard to pick a favorite. I mean, you know, I'm just a huge Kiss fan for such a long time. Of course, 100,000 Years is always fun. It's a really nice groove.
Big drumming moment.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. But it's really more about the whole persona of the song I like so much, you know. And probably, if I really had to boil it down to one, I'd probably go with something like, you know, Detroit Rock City, something really just upbeat and fun, you know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now, you have it a little more easy because, you know, there's only one Gene Simmons, you know, and you're playing this stuff. Yeah. Now, I just want to ask you, like, maybe, what do you like playing? And when you pull this stuff apart, are you ever surprised about some of the material in any way?
Well, I'm actually a guitar player, and I was a drummer growing up. So I started off, I wanted to be Peter Criss as a kid. Then I wanted to be Paul Stanley. Then I wanted to be Ace Frehley. But when this project came together, this is really the first time that I've gotten a chance to really study Gene's bass parts. So for me to actually go learn them and break it down, the early stuff, like on the first 6 albums, it's so much fun to play, and I never really realized how great of a bass player he actually is. And I think his lines are fantastic. Now, on some of the later albums, like the stuff that we're doing now, he didn't play a lot of it. So I can actually pick up now on the songs that he played and when he didn't play. But it's really, yeah, it's starting to understand it and see what he did and what he didn't did. But for me, it's just a lot of fun, and most of the fun for me of doing this whole thing is picking out the parts that he played and just learning them that way. So I just think he's great. Never got the credit he deserved as a bass player. Never got it. Still doesn't. I think he still doesn't.
So moving on to the guitar. Now that's a whole other area where you have a lot of ground to cover. I saw you on a Les Paul playing like Ace. I saw you tapping on a Les Paul. So how is this experience for you?
Well, let's see. I guess the main thing is, like, when I was growing up, I was totally into Kiss, but by the time I was playing guitar, I was into people like Steve Vai and things like that. And, you know, getting in Rock and Roll Over, I'm like going back and learning all those solos and realizing how great they were. And it's great. It's really exciting.
What's the song you love playing?
I would say probably Shock Me. You know,
Big surprise, right?
Yeah.
Shocker. Shocker. Shock me, get it, no pun intended.
But not the Shocker theme. That was from the Crazy Night sessions. That was never released. That's right, sir. Shocker. Yeah, something like, yes. Yes, another good one. Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, just right there, you can tell how cool Rock and Roll Over is. Gentlemen, if they want to believe it for themselves, where can they look online?
Steve, you're
Rockandrollkiss.com is our website. You can check it out. We're actually going to be at Havana in New Hope, Pennsylvania on July 24th. We're going to go on at 6 o'clock. It's an all-ages show. Bring the family. Spend the day in New Hope. Come inside and enjoy Kiss and dinner with Kiss, right? Yeah. Dinner and a kiss.
Dinner and rock.
Dinner and a rock kiss. Dinner and a rock and roll kiss. We're all over YouTube. We got all kinds of cool videos up there. And, you know, we're just out to celebrate the music and bring the good times back to rock and roll.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Rock and Roll Over.